Alrighty, so before we hop right back into this perilous adventure, I just wanted to talk briefly about the stakes. So obviously Throsha is on the line. They're looking for the heart of the mountain, but they're also seeking this little beauty. Oh, barkeep, what is this little beauty? I am so glad you asked. This is the Triumph of Zorios, the Hex Cup. The guardian from the clan who is most victorious will have their name emblazoned upon it. Ooh, yeah, there, now you're getting it, Okay, so now that everything's ready to go, Hexmaster, how you feeling?
Great, I'm ready to award some points.
Let's award some points then. Woo!
Well done, champions. So, let's award points, shall we? Now again, these are evenly distributed amongst each of you for completing these tasks. For defeating the Roper, the stalagmite creature, each champion receives 450 experience points. For taming the Hellhound, you each receive 25 experience points. For deceiving the skeletons and making your way past, you each receive 25 experience points. And finally, for making your way past the fire elementals, you each receive another 450 experience points. Now, let us not forget that 2 of our secret missions are still in play from last night. Both House Krieg and House Veneda are still in pursuit of those extra 500 points. Let's see if you obtain them as we return now to your quest. Champions, grab your die. Barkeep, unlock and open the channel.
Unlocking. Let the channel be open. There we go, very good.
And so we return to the opening of the door, swinging wide in front of you, your imp, chittering, moving his way through the corridor. He enters a large square room with a heavy metal crate, almost looking like a cage, in the center. He sees that there are bits of bone, rotting meat, and fish sitting at the base of this, and bits of bone scattered throughout the chamber as well.
Oh. Okay. So there's a cage, and it's got a bunch of like rotten food in it and stuff, and some bones all around. And I mean, it kind of looks like. Is there a door on the cage?
There is indeed a door on the cage. There's also apparently some sort of mechanism that it looks like lowers the cage into some passageway below.
Oh, okay. So there's like a little winch that like lowers the cage. So I wonder if maybe like there's something underneath this room that wants to eat.
That doesn't sound terribly promising, mate.
No, maybe.
Any sign of the relic?
I don't. Do I see any sign of the relic?
You do not, but you do see another door on the far end of the room, presumably leading deeper into the mountain.
Okay. I don't see anything alive in there, so we could probably go in. There is some skeletons, maybe, but.
Have we searched the room we're in? Perhaps there's something we should get. I'd like to search the room we're in before we go on.
Excellent.
Are we still? We're still in the room with them.
You are.
Yeah.
I would like you please to make an investigation check as you search about the room.
Certainly. That'll be a 4.
4 with a modifier of?
Classic Nico. Just a moment. Investigation?
Yes.
6.
6, excellent. So with a modified 10, you look around and you do see that there are bits of food and drink, oddly untouched, almost magical in appearance. There are, of course, the fire elementals around you, playing with these new dice. They have weapons at their sides. There's a couch at the far end of the chamber, and a few bedrolls as well. But that's it.
This food you mentioned, magical food? What exactly?
Carrots and fish, specifically.
I'd like to reach for a fish and say to the elementals, anybody mind if I take one of these for the road?
I would like to reach for one of their axes and say, anybody mind if I take one of these for the road?
I would like you to make a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
All my days! Well done! Well done! You persuasive little man.
Take one, take them all. We don't need them anymore.
Okay. I take an axe.
All right, you take an axe. It is of fine craftsmanship. Again, this is it apparently an ancient design, and has lots of embroidery on there, runes, that you can't even read anymore.
He said take them all. Are there other
Thank you.
weapons in the room?
There are, yes. There is another axe, and there are 2 warhammers.
I'd like to take the other axe.
All right.
Nobody minds.
It is a great axe. Are you able to wield that?
I like to think so.
We'll see.
Maybe he can play it, you know, put some strings on it. Jam it.
Well, shall we go in? There's fish, by the way. I noticed
Fish.
in the cage in there, so maybe something.
All right.
There's also fish in here. I don't know.
I've lived a good life.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
All right. So you proceed through the northern corridor?
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. Making your way into the room, you see again this large metal cage. It is seated above what appears to be a wooden platform connected to this winch, which, when turned or twisted, the doors would open and lower it into a passageway below.
Does the cage look like it's got like some claw marks or teeth marks or anything like?
Make an investigation
Like
check
that,
for me,
right?
Krieg.
Okay. It's a 10.
10 with a modifier?
+3.
Plus 3, 13. Yes, indeed. In fact, as you investigate it, you see that it looks almost like the bottom of this cage is maybe melted a little bit and reformed. There are scratch marks as well. And apparently, one of the bars seems to be bent so that maybe a hand could reach in and grab the bar.
Barkeep, open the channel.
It would be my genuine pleasure.
Feng, what have I told you about giant cages that seem to be dropped into acid?
Don't get in them.
Yes, exactly. I would suggest sending poor little Claw down to the other doorway, maybe, to see if there's something better on that side.
That's a good idea. Okay, I will send Claw down through the other door if it's open.
All right. You will need the keys.
Oh, does somebody want to open that door? Oh, is it locked?
It is. The other
Oh.
southern door is locked
Alright.
as well.
What if there's a trap?
I'm not bad with traps. I'll take a look around, send out my mage hand. If there's any traps, we can trip them. No muss, no fuss.
Okay, yeah, you open the door. Let's all stand back.
Right?
Yeah, good idea.
All right.
All right. So proceeding back through the corridor which you came, back into the game room, you approach this southern door and unlock it with your mage hand. It unlocks easily, no magic or mechanical traps sprung.
Right?
Swings open to reveal yet another corridor leading toward a forge room.
Mates, I think we should take a look down this way, right? There's no cages, there's no acid. It feels a little bit more homey, right? Let's take a look.
Okay, let's go.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. So returning through the game room, the elementals unfazed, you make your way through the southern corridor down into this forge room. Now inside the forge room you can see that the fire is still burning. It seems that probably this is where the elementals come to do whatever sort of metalwork they need to do, perhaps to repair themselves. There are weapons laid on the tables, an anvil over on the far corner, as well as copious books about crafting materials. Now, at the far end of this room, on the bottom southern side, you do see that there is another door, and it is locked.
Are there any finesse weapons about? Or are they just big war hammers and axes?
Mostly
and
just
things like that?
large
All right,
weapons,
all
yeah.
right.
Are there any weapons that would do higher damage than my great sword? About?
Make an investigation check for me.
4.
You don't think so.
All right.
Especially not with the damage you've been doing with that great sword.
It's true.
All right.
All right. All right, I'm going to, once again, hand me lock-picking tools to my mage hand and have it pick the lock.
All right. So you hand the tools to the mage hand. It descends upon the door, and I would like you to make a lockpick check.
As a 2.
2, modifier,
11.
11. So with a 13, the hand fidgets a bit with the lock, but doesn't seem to get it open.
Does the key work?
All right, I'll try the keys.
All right.
Right?
You try each of the 4 keys. Neither of them seems to fit.
Nothing to the door.
Is it
Right.
a metal door?
It is, and it is a metal lock.
Gonna have to get my hands dirty on this one, mates. I'm gonna try again with my own hands.
Okay. Make a lockpick check.
As a 13.
All right.
Plus 11.
Plus 11.
Oh, much better. Not too bad.
Finding your tools a bit more dexterous in your own hands, you do manage to pick the lock. As you do, you notice that it emanates a bit of a heat that spreads out from the center, melting the entire metal lock. As the bits of metal fall to the ground, the door easily swings open.
Right. Friends, a little bit toasty in there. Do we have anything that we can send in? Maybe, I don't know, an imp perhaps that can take a look for us? Maybe invisible-like?
Oh, we do. Yeah, you've seen him before. His name's Claw.
I have seen it. I thought I had. Right.
Yeah, just the same one I've been sending. Yeah, he could go down.
Right.
All right. Sending Claw into the corridor, he comes upon another set of stairs descending down deeper into the mine. What would you like to do? You want to send him down?
Yeah, he could keep going down.
All right. Descending down, Claw finds himself. You guys aren't here yet. In another corridor that leads to another room with a wooden table. Now, you can see as this imp enters the space, sweat dripping down its forehead, kind of getting in its eyes. It has to bat it away and wipe it away. As it approaches the table, it appears that there are 4 containers of some sort of liquid and a message that says, if you wish to survive, you must partake.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is there is a somebody's invited us to dinner, as far as I can tell, but it's all just drinks. So actually, they've just invited us to drinks. They say we have to partake if we want to keep going.
Anyone have any magical detection spells or anything like that?
Afraid not, mate.
Oh, no.
No, I can dispel magic, but that's all.
Yeah, that might come in handy.
We still haven't checked back the other way, but perhaps it's best to keep going.
Sure. Yes. Well, I don't see anybody in there, so is there a door on past the
There is a door past there.
Okay.
Barkeep, open the channel.
It would be my genuine honor. Channel open.
Nico, having needed to be resurrected, I can understand your apprehension, but I caution you against backpedaling. Move forward.
Understood, Thane.
Wise words, Tal. Wise words.
I say tally ho. Let's go see what this thing's about.
Okay.
Right, I could use a drink.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. So as you descend the stairwell into the same corridor, and you enter the room, as your footsteps reach the entryway, you hear a voice fill the entire space. It says, "Warning! If you attempt to enter the following room without the proper provisions, you will die a fiery death. Consume these to assure safe passage, but be careful. Some are hotter than others."
Now, did somebody say provisions?
Indeed.
I happen to have some provisions right here.
Okay.
Is this kind of what you're talking about, Mr. Hexmaster,
The
sir?
very same, barkeep.
Oh, very well then.
Champions, there are 4 containers. One of you must partake of one of those containers. Each of you gets your own. Now, you can either choose one of you to go in whatever order you choose, or we can roll initiative. Which would you prefer?
What do they look like? All the same?
Oh, they're right
Go
here.
ahead and approach.
Okay, look. I want to see it. Okay.
I'll take a chance.
Boy, I want to partake.
So it appears that there are small wafers
Oh, yeah, that looks
accompanying
good. That
a
looks good.
tiny dish with some sort of red liquid in it.
Oh, yeah.
Very strange.
Yes. From Fantasy Mexico, I believe.
You
Never
say some
heard of
strange
it.
things
Do they
sometimes.
all look different?
They all look different.
Well,
Okay, I'll just eat one.
All
Be
right.
careful which one you choose. Getting the
So you
sense
will
one might
need-
be hotter than another.
And you will need to consume the whole thing.
Oh.
the game has changed, friends.
Can Claw eat it? You know what? You guys are my friends. I'm gonna go for the worst one. I'm gonna go for the one that looks the worst.
Okay.
That's very brave.
Very good.
True to Krieg. True to Krieg.
Go ahead, take it. It's yours now.
Okay, I just have to eat this whole thing.
You do. And when you're finished eating the whole thing, I have some tasty water for you.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to eat the whole thing, but enough to gather the strength.
That's nice. Okay.
Oh, well done. Oh, my word. All right. Very good. One more. Give me one more. Incredible. Oh, my goodness. Oh, can
How
I
do you
interest
feel,
you in
Bang?
some water?
Sure.
Oh, no. Oh.
It's really good.
Bang, you may return to your seat if you wish.
Like,
Oh, incredible.
Step in.
All right. Bottoms up. Oh, my word. You folks are a little hungry.
did they leave a recipe by any chance?
Almost there. Give me one more and we'll call it good. Delightful. Give him a round of applause. Well met, Veneda. Now, would you like some water?
I'm all right.
You all right? Oh,
All right.
very well
I
done.
cast prestidigitation to change the taste a little bit, cover some of the heat. So
Well done. All right, how are you? I'm excited for you.
Just out of curiosity, on a scale of hotness, how hot have yours been?
Oh,
We're
well,
getting milder and milder, it appears.
I,
Well, you
um,
tell me.
I made a deal with the devil, and part of that was being able to eat spicy food. And so it was actually not bad at all.
How you doing? You hanging in there?
Oh,
This makes me
Is it a
nervous
little hot
when
for
we
you?
go.
Oh,
No,
this is the easiest one.
Excellent. I thought maybe.
Oh,
Oh no.
well, you deserved it, all your hard work. Would you like some water, miss?
She didn't work that
Oh,
hard
yeah.
tonight.
Oh, even then, okay.
I'm just thirsty. It's not that hot.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
see.
thirsty.
Very brave of you.
No.
All right, you're good. Carry on. Give her a round of applause.
Hexmaster, I'm afraid a while ago my body was cursed by a witch, and my esophagus is sensitive to certain foods and drinks. And
Would you like to implore one of the guardians to ingest this on your behalf?
I could eat it for him.
I'll do it.
Oh, I got
I
a
feel
couple of
that
volunteers.
Clan Venedar
Why don't we
has
all eat it?
offered a-
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a lot of support from my guardians.
Now, to be fair, because you will not partake of it yourself, you may not receive all of the effects of the potion.
I suppose that's fair.
All right, Guardians, go to town.
Which one is it?
This is the
The green one.
spiciest, right?
The green one.
Oh, it's green, of course.
A day. Right.
Oh, hold on. On the count of 3.
Oh, I
they're
didn't.
already in
They've
there.
already gone for it.
Yeah. Is this the hottest one?
I don't believe so. That's actually pretty mild. Yeah,
That
now
was
we're
the
just
Guardians.
hanging
We're
out.
just having dinner.
Yeah, we should do this every weekend.
We'll just be here if you need
Which one is the hottest one?
Oh, the hottest, I believe.
Was that Fang?
I think this is the most difficult. Fang.
Wow.
We must all partake of the
Aren't you
hardest
all
one.
so excited that you paid money for this?
I know.
Because I am.
to hang out with the Guardians. All right, well met, Guardians. Well done.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right.
That's very hot.
Oh,
So
you're
with
crazy. Oh,
As
my
the last
goodness.
drop is magically sipped through the channel for the guardians to partake, the door at the end unlocks.
You feeling it now?
I'm just so nervous with them.
Oh, now you need a drink.
All right, well,
One more
I think perhaps Lady Delore needs some water.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
okay, Claude's gonna go.
Okay.
Take a look.
All right. Opening the door. Claw sees the heart of this volcano.
Took you long enough.
A fiery chamber. And as he enters, he begins to feel that heat himself.
Yeah.
And he begins to, his wings wilt a bit under the heat.
Well, he is immune to fire.
Okay. He does see that there is a large ruby in the middle.
Okay, guys, it's in there.
Right.
It's
All
very.
right.
I think it's very hot.
The heart of the mountain is in there?
Yeah, it's there. It's in lava though. Like there's a lot of.
How
lava.
far right from the door to the pedestal with the ruby on it, the heart?
It is 35 feet.
35 feet.
How far can your mage hand go?
30 feet. So I'm gonna have to go inside.
Well, I mean, we could. If it's that easy, we could just say Claude to pick it up, probably.
I have a feeling it's not that easy.
It's probably,
not. We don't want to put the little friend at risk, do
Oh,
we?
he's immune.
Yeah?
He likes fire. He's very comfortable in it. Okay, so we have a couple of options. So we could do that.
Does anyone have the ability to detect traps or anything?
Take a look around. That's about it.
I could, like I did earlier, I could teleport myself 30 feet. So I could get out, probably get out.
You can teleport over there, grab it, and teleport back?
No, I could only do it one time.
Oh.
Because we had a fight during our little rest, and that's just too tired to do it
Makes
again.
sense.
What if you were to go out there the hard way, grab
Yeah.
it, and then teleport back?
I had that thought too.
Well,
Well, I'm willing to go. I'm willing to go. I'm the strong. I'm the healthiest of all of us right now. I'm willing to go.
I believe in you.
got a feeling that this thing might burn your hands. It's in the middle
Yeah.
of a volcano, after all.
Well, I just think we at least need to get closer to it to know what we're dealing with. We're not going to figure out anything from back here, right?
Right.
Barkeep, open the channel.
I'd love to. Channel be open. Channel?
Hello?
Channel? That channel, are you
Hold on.
there?
I'm in a tunnel, so it's going to take a second.
All right.
Oh, he's a
The
volcano.
connection,
So.
you understand. Very similar to Wi-Fi.
You all have amazing skills, but we sent you in as a team for a reason. Watch out for yourself, but you must all work together.
There is a healer with you.
Oh, whoa. Can we cross communicate? I didn't know that.
I've never heard her voice before.
All right, all right. Open your channel.
It was a
Working
conference.
together.
It was a
Like
conference
speakerphone.
channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I like it.
I don't. I need you guys to back me up. I'm just saying, if there's going to be someone who goes in first, I'm the strongest right now.
Well, we have some protection, baby, from the stuff we ate.
And you did save my life. I'll go in with you.
Thank you.
I'll go in.
Unnecessary risks, right? We don't want you to run up and grab it. If
No.
you can send something else to grab it, it'll bring it back to us.
Yeah, I'm just saying, let's go.
Well, tell you what, I'm going to send Claude just try and touch it and see what happens.
Okay.
He's going to go touch it.
He flies across the pathway towards the stone. And he reaches out his claw, looking around him as he does. You can see that there's lava kind of burping and boiling all around.
That's not promising, okay?
And as he places a claw on the stone, there is a low rumble in the chamber. And a large,
Oh, my word.
lava-filled elemental bear emerges and grasps the stone. He swipes
I'm going to blink
at
a
your
claw
him.
out of there
'Kay?
before he does.
Perfect. And as he has his paw on the stone, he pulls it up to his mouth and ingests it. It sinks down. You can see it falling into his chest. He roars. And with that, we will begin battle.
Okay.
Let's go! Let's get it! The heart of the mountain!
All right. For the initiative order here, we have up first Veneda, then it will be Krieg, then it shall be, thank you, then it shall be Arya, Talon, and then finally Bear. So Veneda, 15 seconds on the clock.
Get that stone. I'm not sure how. Be careful. And watch out for your friends.
I can do that. All right, so I am going to. I'm going to pull out my short bow, right? Nothing around, so I can't do my sneak attack, but I'm going to try and pop a shot into one of its eyes. See if I can maybe blind it.
Make an attack roll for me.
It is an 8.
All right, modifier?
8.
16. It strikes against part of the stone on this magma bear. It falls into the lava below and is boiled, consumed by the hot stone. Anything else?
I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
All right. So, where would you like to hide in this? I'll go ahead and pull up that map again for you so you can see.
All right.
Oh, my word.
So,
That's a hefty bear.
there's no stalagmites around, nothing, no rocks.
As you look around, you do see there are small mounds of rocks throughout the chamber.
Okay.
And in fact, you notice a glint behind one of them.
I'm going to sneak around to the one with the glint behind it and hide there.
Perfect. So that will be right up in the northern corner, sort of up here close to the lava. As you approach, you notice that there are 2 uncut diamonds poking out of the rock.
All right. Can I use a free action to snag them?
They are in there solidly. You would have to extricate them.
Understood.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And then that, it's Krieg. 15 seconds on the clock.
Greg, you remember our yada 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 about molten lava bears, right?
I don't think fireball's a good choice.
I don't know. I agree with you. What else do you feel you can do in this situation? We have-
Darkness.
Ah.
do you choose to do?
I just. I blast them. Yeah.
What is the range on Eldritch Blast?
Let me check on that. I can remember.
Yes, it's all where the
120
light's at
feet.
in a room.
120 feet. Perfect. All right. In that case, make your ranged attack roll.
Okay. 8.
Modifier?
8.
16. Again, it strikes the creature, but just blasts off, not
Okay.
seeming to do any damage. Another strike?
Okay. Yep.
Make another roll.
Same.
Same. Again, another strike,
How is it possible?
but no damage. Anything else for your turn? You still have movement. You can enter the cave, go wherever you'd like.
Don't do it. I'll just hang off. I'll kind of hang off to the side.
Do you have a cough guardian?
I would move kind of out to the side there, so I'm out
Okay.
of the way. Oh,
Up,
thank you.
which side? Inside that
Oh,
room you're in?
I guess I can just.
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself there. And as you do, we will go to Team Arya. 15 seconds on the clock.
Strike at will!
You're too far to reach with your great sword, but you have your javelin. Move to the front of the party and protect the rest.
So noble.
Yeah. Thank you. I will approach the whatever bear, magma bear. Thank you. And before I do anything else, I would like to use my last second level spell slot to cast Branching Smite.
Excellent.
And I would like to speak to the beast as a free action.
Okay.
And I will say, we seek the heart of the mountain. We seek to obtain it for good and to protect it from all that is evil in this world. If you hand it over now, good will triumph.
And it begins to move towards you.
Cool, I'm gonna roll an attack.
Okay, make an
with my
attack.
javelin. 15.
All right. Modifier?
8.
You throw your javelin with a total of 23, correct? And you strike, dealing
8 damage plus 6 radiant.
excellent.
Well done. Carrying the load.
Wonderful. It finds its mark and it sinks into the chest of this creature. The divine imbuement of this weapon spreads out in it. You can see this arcing blue arcane energy start to wrap around the heart inside of the chest. Talon, 15 seconds on the clock.
You are at full health. Let's do a spell attack.
I
And
think I have.
do not forget that you have bardic inspiration to help the rest of your friends.
Yes. I would like to move just inside the chamber. And I would like to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Excellent. All right.
Oh, you want me to talk about
Yeah.
some daggers?
This will be an area of effect spell.
An area of effect spell. Now, when you're walking outside, it's a lovely day, and you see a cloud. Oh, so lovely. Imagine that cloud made entirely of daggers. That's what our sweet bard is doing to this poor little magma bear. He's putting him right in the middle of a cloud of daggers. Now, an area and effect spell, so depending on where the magma bear moves, he'll be hit by different little daggers in the cloud. I think that's probably enough. Let's go back to Hex.
Excellent. So casting this, where exactly would you like to place this cube?
Exactly over the bear.
Perfect. In that case, you do so, and a cloud of whirling daggers begins to fly about this creature. What level at which are you casting the spell?
This is second level.
Second level? Excellent. You deal 10 slashing damage to the creature. Well done. Now
Not too bad.
this is a concentration spell. So if you are hit, or if you cast another concentration spell, there may be some issues there. Keep that in mind. All right, anything else for your turn?
No.
In that case, it is the bear's turn. All right, and as it starts its turn, it does take another 10 10 slashing damage. Very good.
From that blasted cloud. Wow.
Okay. It moves, however, out of the space. And it begins to walk towards Arya. It raises its mighty claw and paw, and it strikes. With a natural 20. Wow, guys.
Are you gonna switch those die?
You know what? I will. I will.
Who talks of loaded die, right?
So that is going to deal. All right.
I hope it's less than 49.
17 slashing damage as it strikes.
We can take that. That's not too bad.
It then raises its mouth and attempts to bite. With a 9 plus 7, 16?
19.
19. You manage
Better.
to evade the
Much
jaws.
better. Very good.
Very good.
And that is its turn. So that will bring us back to Veneda, 15 seconds on the clock.
Well, now of course it is in melee combat, so you will get sneak attack.
Indeed.
Use that to your advantage, but I would stay clear.
That's the plan.
That's what?
What do you choose to do?
So, right, it's distracted with Arya. We got her within sneak. All right, so I'm going to pull my short bow once more and pop out from behind cover and try to get it in the eye again.
All right. Make an
With
attack
sneak
roll.
attack.
Sneak attack.
That is a 16.
Woo! Modifier?
+8.
That is plenty. That deals some damage. As you let this arrow fly, it does find its mark, dealing
4.
4 plus sneak attack.
Oh, plus his sneak attack is 12.
All right. 16 damage to the creature. The arrow strikes the beast in its jaw. As it's engaged with Arya, it turns to look at you, fire spewing from its eyes. Anything else?
I'm going to use my mage hand, which is still cast, to try and reach down its throat.
All right. So you send your mage hand out, careening towards the creature. It does indeed go into the heart of this creature, but as it tries to pull it out, it is unable to do so. It is held fast.
Right.
Anything else?
That was the bonus action snow.
All right, in that case, we are going to go to Krieg, 15 seconds on the clock.
Well, Fang, I mean, you could blast him. I was going to recommend using Claw to try and retrieve the heart, but it might not work.
What
it's
about
up to you.
darkness? Darkness? No?
What do you choose to do?
Okay, well, I'll just I'll pop back down so I can see what's happening. Just move on down here. And then, I'll just blast him.
Blast. Make a ranged attack roll.
Okay. Come on. 11.
+8.
That'll hit. Woo! Damage? 10 damage to the beast. Wham! You seem to have found a weak spot. Do you choose to fire again?
Yes, of course.
All right, make your attack roll.
But this really likes to roll 8.
All right, so that is
16.
16 total. Unfortunately, that one does not hit.
Yeah, okay.
All right, anything else for your turn?
Just jet back up.
Perfect. All right. And with that, we go to Arya. And Arya, I think I may have missed one of your attack actions on your previous turn. So you can go ahead and use that if you want to in this one as well.
Awesome.
Oh, yes, please.
All right, 15 seconds.
Margot, I chose you because you are strong and capable, and this is your moment.
I would like to attack with my greatsword.
Make an attack roll.
2.
Modifier?
+8 +3.
All right, not quite good enough. You make another attack?
12.
Just +8. Sorry.
Yep. 12 +8.
Modified 20, that'll hit. Damage?
11 +6 radiant.
Excellent. 17 damage to the beast. And another. because I missed you earlier.
Thank you. 19!
Now we're talking.
Plus
Now
8.
we're talking.
Excellent. And damage?
11 plus 6 radiant.
Fantastic. All right. The beast, as you strike it twice, is starting to lose its lava and its life force. You begin to see the stone poking out a bit more from its chest. The beast is not looking good. And with that, anything else?
Nope, I will stay within range.
All right, we move to Talum. 15 seconds on the clock.
Talum, your deception is high. Convince the bear that it is deathly allergic to the stone and perhaps it should expel it.
All right. As I look at this thing, I think perhaps this is a creature that can be reasoned with. I would like to move forward, coming side by side with Margot.
Oh.
And then, you know what? I've been in this situation before and it didn't go well. It would be foolish not to learn from my mistakes. Instead, I cast Leomund's tiny hut around myself and Margot.
All right. So Leomund's tiny hut does take some time to cast, I believe.
Takes a long while to cast,
Yes,
I
it
believe.
does. Can you talk about casting time?
Let me talk about it. All right, to perform some of these more intricate spells, like the tiny hut, it needs a certain duration of time. Now, as you can probably tell, they're in a perilous situation fighting a magma bear. While a tiny hut would come in handy at a moment like this to protect the team, I don't believe he'll really be able to pull it off without getting slapped in the head with a lava claw. All right, let's head back to Hex.
So Talum, it would take you 10 turns to cast Leomund's tiny hut.
Oh,
you do
10
nothing
turns.
else.
Perhaps I didn't think this through either. Have I committed to this already?
You're not, no. You can
No?
choose something else.
You know what? I'm feeling a bit indecisive. Perhaps it's best to do things the old-fashioned way. I pull out my rapier and make an attack.
Make an attack roll for me, Talum.
16.
Modifier?
Well done.
6.
That will hit. Excellent.
All right, there we go. Don't need a
Damage?
tiny hut.
4.
4, very nice. Your blade finds its mark. It's not a lot of damage, but it is some. Anything else?
I say to Margot, I was gonna cast a tiny hut, but then I realized it would take a freaking long time. So I'm not gonna do it.
It was a great idea, and you hit it.
Ah, thank you. Yes, I did.
Yes, excellent work.
I'm on a roll.
All right.
Ah.
And with that, it is the bear's turn.
Oh no.
So first, it strikes towards Arya with its claw. That is a 15 plus 7.
That hits.
All right. Dealing 12 slashing damage. It then attempts to bite at Nico. That is a 9 plus 7, 16. Armor class?
Oh, just a moment, but I don't think it's
It's
pretty
10.
high.
It's 10.
10.
All right.
Yeah.
It does indeed hit. It deals 9 piercing damage as it strikes into your shoulder. The magma inside of its mouth as well deals an additional 5 fire damage to you. Now, because you did have the Guardians drink the potion, you only take 2 of that fire damage. So,
Bang.
there you go.
Bang.
All right.
Thank you again.
All right. And with that, we go back to Veneta's turn.
All right, so I got my mage hand still in its guts, yeah?
Yes, you do.
I'm going to pull out the mage
Oh,
hand.
hold on. Excuse
I'm
me.
so sorry.
I like where you're going, though.
Right,
Keep
right,
using
right.
that action, bonus action, to try to yank the stone out of the bear. Whatever else you do is up to you.
I have a better idea. So, I'm going to pull out the mage hand. I'm going to send it in to fish in his bag because I know that he's got some mushrooms in there, right?
He does.
And I know that one of the mushrooms did look so friendly.
That's true.
So I'm going to pull that mushroom out of his bag. Sorry, mate. And I'm going to see how this bear handles his mushrooms. I'm going to take the presumably poisoned mushroom and shove it down in its guts.
All right. You do so. Shoving it down into its guts, it is dissolved instantly, and it does seem a bit more pallid in color as it absorbs the sponge.
All right. So not quite as effective as I was hoping, but... And then I'm going to pop out and take another sneak attack shot.
Make an attack roll for me.
That is a 14.
All right, modifier.
+8.
That'll hit. Damage.
Well done.
I think I spoke wrong earlier. It's actually only 3 damage, but +12 sneak attack.
Oh my word.
Excellent. All right. Very good. So again, your bow and arrow find their mark, easily striking the creature. Anything else?
That's going to be it for now.
All right. Pass the totem, and we are on to Krieg. 15 seconds on the clock.
Fang, what is it you want to do in this situation?
I just want to get the heart.
Okay, then do that.
Okay.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Make Krieg proud.
I'll blast him.
He makes me so proud.
What would you like to do?
We're just gonna keep on doing the same old thing.
Let's blast him. All right. Make that ranged attack roll for me.
Pop down. Come on, you stupid. Oh, no, 5.
Modifier.
+8.
All right. Not quite good enough.
Okay.
You have another one.
Come on, you beautiful, wonderful. Died.
+8.
Not quite enough.
Yes, okay.
Just
Well,
bouncing
blast.
off the hide of this creature. Anything else?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got.
All right. On to Arya. 15 seconds on the clock.
Well, I should have cast darkness.
He's gonna keep hitting me if I stay in his range, but I don't really know what else to do.
Do what your heart tells you. Have faith. And remember, you can invoke the name of our goddess, Pleana.
What would you like to do?
If I do that, that's an action, my full action, right?
Well, just kill the bear, why don't you?
I am going to strike with my greatsword.
Make an attack roll.
Gah! It's a 1.
You stumble forward, missing your mark.
Barkeep, ring the bell!
Oh, I'm ringing it.
A moment ago, I mentioned how you could invoke the name of our goddess. This would probably be a really good time. It grants you a reroll.
I invoke the name of the goddess Pleana.
All right. Calling upon the divine spirit within you, you are allowed a reroll on that one that you just rolled.
I would like to cast Bardic Inspiration while she rolls this die.
Wonderful. Excellent. That will give you an additional 3 points. Make your roll.
13.
Excellent.
And win, fight and win. Fight and win, fight and win.
+8.
+3. That will hit.
Hey! See you later, bear.
Damage.
11 damage and 6 radiant.
Excellent. The creature is beginning to crumble.
Do I get my second
You
attack?
sure do.
Kill him.
17.
Too easy.
Damage.
11 plus 6 radiant.
As a bonus action, can I use one of my paladin features, Divine Smite, to add an additional, to trade a first level spell slot for additional 2d8 damage?
You may. And as you imbue your blade with this divine power, finish it.
Okay. I'm just gonna swing it over my head and strike true right to the heart.
That's the best way to strike.
Wherever the heart of a magma bear is. And I'm going to say in the name of Goddess Pleana as it rains down upon that magma bear.
Well, Matt.
You cleave this magma bear in twain as you bring it down upon him. It falls, and the heart of the mountain topples down onto the pathway in front of you.
I'm going to use my mage hand to pick it up.
You do. You pick it up quickly, which is good, because as the magma bear falls, the lava around you begins to rise.
I run.
I also run.
Oh my word.
Now, the potions in which you drank earlier also gave you the ability to fly. And you look up and you see that the open lava, or the open chamber above you for the volcano is within range.
Can I carry Nico?
You can. It
Thank
will
you.
slow you down a little bit.
Do we could all fly? Everyone of us?
All of you.
Oh.
Really quick, I'm going to bend down, grab these uncut diamonds that are in the rock, and pull them out.
All right, I would like you to make a strength check for me.
Bardic inspiration, maybe?
I need to rest
don't-
to get it back, don't I? Yes, I'm sorry.
That is an 11.
Plus,
0.
unfortunately, your fingers slip on the diamonds. You could attempt to stay and try again.
I'm going to try again.
All right.
I
Too
would
greedy.
like to help him by hitting it with the axe
Okay.
that I have
All right.
liberated recently.
So in that case, let's do this. I want, which of you is stronger?
Not me.
I've got a +0.
+0?
That -1.
-1. All right. Make your roll. Do it with advantage. Again, a strength check.
That is a 9. That is an 8.
Can I give
Can I
him
help?
bardic inspiration through the channel?
No.
Can I help?
You could stay behind, but at this point, the lava is beginning to reach your feet.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's not worth
I'm
it.
not going without them.
All right.
Oh my word.
I'm going to try again.
Make another check.
He's crazy.
That is a 16.
All right. You manage to break them free of this rock, and stuffing them into your bag, you now have 5 diamonds. The lava is around your feet.
Yeah, I'm
your
flying,
boots are
I'm
beginning
flying.
to give
Right.
way. What do
I'm
you
gonna
choose to do?
Kick off the ground and hop up in the air.
Excellent. All of you start to ascend up into this volcanic chamber. Now, as the chamber narrows, you begin to see that the walls are shaking and the lava is rising underneath you swiftly. As the walls shake, rocks begin to fall from the sides. And I will need each of you to make some dexterity saving throws for me.
Yeah, okay.
We will go around the table, starting first with Arya. Now, just so you're aware of what the DC for this first roll will be, we are going to have you make a DC of 12 for the dexterity save.
Do I have advantage on save? Okay, I had it in my head. I had to. 10. Sorry, it's a 9.
+1.
Right, 10. So one of the stones strikes you as you're flying, and you fall back a bit towards the lava. It's gaining on you. Krieg.
Okay. That would be a 19.
All right.
By dexterous.
Excellent. That's plenty. So you continue. You evade this rock as you fly through the air. Venida.
That is a 4.
Modifier.
8.
That is just enough.
Oh my word.
Just making things exciting. Hopping off one rock, hopping off another.
So it actually kind of like falls into your chest and you push off of it as you continue to ascend up. Right. Talon. Dexterity saving throw.
Come on, dice.
Oh please.
Natural 20.
Oh finally.
Right. Very good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
As you are being carried by your friend, as she falls back, you manage to summon your strength and pull her back up to your level.
Well done.
Excellent work. All right. But the rocks are still falling, and as the chamber narrows, the ability to avoid them becomes more difficult. I will need you all to make another dexterity saving throw, starting with Team Arya.
What's
The DC for this will be 15.
6.
+1.
You are struck again. Krieg, dexterity saving throw.
Yes, okay. 18.
Excellent work. Venida,
Finally.
That is a 4.
Plus 8.
you are struck. Nico,
9.
modifier.
0.
You fall with your compatriot. The lava's not caught up to you yet, especially to you, Krieg. Now let me ask, who has the heart of the mountain?
Got it in my mage hand.
All right. Mage hand.
Could I send Claw to take it?
Yeah. All right. So what you'd like to do at this moment? Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. So you send Claw down to retrieve the part of the mountain. Do you give it up?
Yeah.
All right. You take it easily. And with that, you are almost to the top of this volcano. But again, it is tight, and the ability to avoid these rocks is even more difficult. For our last checks, we will make DC saving throws of 16. Arya.
14.
+1.
Krieg, dexterity saving throw.
18.
Oh my lord! He's out! He made it.
Veneda.
As a 17.
There we go.
Samantha, come on, Samantha.
Hopping off one rock to the next.
Nico.
14.
+3.
17. Done. Margot. As the rocks begin to fall, you see one coming towards you, Anika. And valiantly, you throw him into the sky as the lava reaches you and consumes you. The rest of you sail out of the top of this volcano as lava begins to fall down the sides.
Is there any way to try to pull her out, or is it just no? Okay.
You have successfully retrieved the heart of the mountain, but at a great cost. How much more will Ulthir's quest to obtain the Eye of Pleana cost you? Perhaps we will return back to the Hex and discuss.
Okay, Hexmaster, it appears the keys have been spent. It is a somber moment indeed. But now, the time is up to you to judge who best championed the night. You have 5 minutes to determine who brought most honor to their clan and who indeed was the champion.
And as you do, we shall award the final points for this last half. These shall go to everybody, including House Arya. For defeating the bear and obtaining the heart of the mountain, you obtain 1,000 experience points each. And that's it.
That's all. Got us nuts.
Veneda, I believe.
Oh, yes, that's correct. So, also, we shall resolve this. Both Team Krieg and Team Veneda have completed their secret objectives tonight.
Well done, well done.
You
Yeah,
each
so we have
receive
the
an
gold.
additional 500 experience points. Oh, you can, yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to get a find a weapon made by Krieg and collect it.
Nicely done. I was supposed to collect 5 uncut diamonds.
Okay. All right, and would you two like to share as well?
Oh, mine was to get mushrooms. That's why I was so weird about mushrooms yesterday.
And valiant Margot.
I had to deliver the killing blow to an undead, which I did yesterday.
She did handle it.
Yes, she did.
Well done.
Hexmaster, this may be a bit unusual and out of protocol. I should like to sing a song of farewell to our fallen champion.
I don't think that's out of protocol at all.
I want a red coffee. A blessed wall. I had a spell saw left. I'm mad at myself.
The thing goes out of tune around lava. Once in a lifetime, maybe in two, you find a champion that inspires you. She slew the undead, and she slew the great bear, and she made a friend in the darkness down there. She fought with the power of holiness All I had was holes in my neck. But she had the sword and the power of goddesses. We will never forget. Sometimes a hero must fall. And sometimes the greatest hero is the one who falls while saving you. Margot, Margot, our hero. My thanks.
Enough! I invoke the name of my goddess Pleana. Bring her home. Child born in darkness who chose the light, you shall come home to us. Thank you.
You feel a pull on your wrist as you are literally grasped from the clutches of death. You find yourself hurtling above the lava below you. Bits of smoke still coming in trails as you fly. And you rejoin your friends.
What?
You're back! Oh, thank the goddess.
That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I might have to start going to church.
I will take you. And I pray. To myself.
We did it.
We did it!
I think we did it.
Friends, let's find the nearest tavern and drink the night away. That's what I say.
Please.
Sounds good to me.
Welcome back, Margot.
Thank you.
All right. Have we all had a chance to cast our vote here? Witnesses. Have you had the opportunity?
That was pretty
You were as
compelling
distracted
stuff,
as
right?
I was, I bet. All right, we're going to give you a few minutes now to choose who championed the night. It's been very moving. Please, help us determine who brought most honor to their clan. You have but a few minutes to decide. X-Master, my heart.
All right, so
Well, that
Total.
overwhelming.
5,000 points are up for grabs here. So make your decisions as you cast these votes. The wonderful thing about you witnesses being here tonight is that your vote counts very heavily because you are here. So use those votes and select those that you believe best champion the night.
Well, it seems like we have a wee bit of a competition here.
Maybe Krieg, maybe.
I don't know
Now,
about that.
do not forget that it was Jacquino of Veneta who convinced the firemen in order to let them pass to even reach the heart of the mountain at all. Without
That's true.
him,
Not
possibly
wrong.
all of the party would be dead.
We're all mates now.
Oh,
That
looks
could
like
have been
Veneta's
pretty
catching back up to Arya.
understand.
Normally, I would engage in a battle of who accomplished what. I don't think it's necessary.
It is neck and neck right now. Take a look at that. Arya and Veneta.
I'm not ashamed to say she saved
little
my
more
skin
to
more
Krieg,
than
tell
once.
him.
So,
Let's not forget the true champion, Claw, who went through every
that's true.
first.
That's very true.
Thing. Oh, sorry. Thing.
Well said.
Or
1
Claw.
minute left.
Yeah, that's right.
Roll and say,
He took all the risk.
put him on the phone.
Team Claw.
Team Claw. And blast him. Why not? Let's blast him.
Barkeep, would you like to explain how our other citizens might contribute to this vote?
I'd love to. So those of you at home, you have the opportunity as well to judge who best championed the night. It takes a small incantation. I mentioned it yesterday. Now remember this. HiveChannel5.com. HiveChannel5.com. Don't forget those words. Input it in and give us your vote. Who best championed the night? Now, I believe our voting is coming to a close.
I believe so.
I'll give it 5 more seconds. In 5,
Creed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That feels good. That feels good.
Closed. Congratulations, Aria. Well met. Well met indeed.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we are calculating the vote as we speak. Barkeep, would you like to speak with each of our guardians about tonight's encounters?
I would. Do each of you have just a quick word? I was moved to tears. What you did specifically, Ari, I'd love to hear your rationale behind saving your champion. You know you only get one of those cute little resurrection spells.
I'm well aware. I have few words to say, except when you're moved upon to do something you know is right, I have learned that hesitation only causes more pain.
Well met, Arya. Well met. Other guardians, have you anything to say?
I believe Arya has won this night. No matter what the voting says, her loyalty was clear. She was fighting for the team, not for herself.
Incredible.
Agreed.
Veneda, what say ye?
I think that those of us in the shadows often miss the full appreciation of our actions. It's the price that we pay, but often the things that we do end up contributing little by little and step by step. Though the others have done great, powerful, wonderful things, sometimes it's the small actions that are overlooked. It is absolutely the work of all of our champions together. But I'm very, very proud of my champion and the hard work he has put in for himself and for those around him.
Well said.
Yes, agreed.
Thank you, Veneda. Now, let me talk a little bit about, we'd love to invite you all here this evening and those at home to join us next week. The voting for those citizens of Throsia, near and afar, closes on Wednesday at noon. That's Throsia Standard Time. For those of our international friends, that's Greenwich Mean Time -7. Wonderful. Now, we're still tallying the votes.
Can I have a moment, Barkeep?
Hexmaster, you may have as many moments as you need.
So, it's difficult in this position, being the eyes and the voice of what's happening to our adventurers, seeing the creatures strike them. I would also like to just say a few words for Nico, who endured quite the beating over this encounter, and still, despite all of that, had a song in his heart at the end to praise his teammates. I think that shows a lot of heart.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Absolutely.
And with that, I believe the vote is tallied.
Well, let's hear it then.
All right. The final votes. This is the final tally, not the additional tally, Guardians. Where we stand, Arya at 8,410 points. Krieg at 8,403 points. Talum at 7,494 points. And Veneda at 6,843 points.
Question mark? Good on ya.
Thank you. I would like all of us witnesses to give one last applause to these champions here at the table.
Well done! Huzzah! Well done!
And now, let us recognize them individually as they must return their die to their guardian. We will start with Veneda.
Thank you, Jacquino.
My pleasure.
And now, Krieg.
You've done well, and you are truly great.
That's very sincere, thank you.
Team Aria. And representing House Talon,
Sorry.
Come on over here, buddy. Give me a hug.
Well done. Well done.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Citizens of Throsha, I implore you to please cast your votes as we give one last round of applause to our entire cast and crew. Join us next week as we embark into an abandoned house of the House of Veneda, a house of shadow and mystery. Let us see how our champions will survive that encounter. Thank you again, and may you travel safely on Sorios wings as you return to your destination.
Very well. Thank you all. Thanks for coming. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye now.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. You are a wonderful audience. Thank